Mustangs, welcome to this Thursday edition of the Daily Update. I'm Melia Masumoto. Let's get to the news. A Lyft driver is shot and killed in North Texas. That story tops today's Mustang Minute. A 58-year-old Lyft driver was shot and killed in Mesquite, just east of Dallas, by someone in a passing vehicle. Mesquite Police say Robert Berry was fatally struck by a bullet as he was driving a Lyft passenger on LBJ at I-30 Tuesday night. The driver then crashed the vehicle after being shot, and the passenger called the police. The Mesquite Police still do not have a suspect in the case and are asking anyone who may know something about the shooting to call them at 972-285-6336. Former Dallas police officer Amber Guyger is seeking to have her 2018 murder conviction overturned. Guyger has already served half of her 10-year prison sentence for killing Botham Jean in September 2018. Her appeal will go before a panel of judges next week. Guyger claims she mistakenly walked into John's apartment and assumed he was an intruder in her own apartment. Her former attorney says felony appeals are rarely overturned. A supermarket employee responsible for killing one person and injuring two others in a Long Island grocery store pleaded not guilty to the shootings. Gabriel DeWitt Wilson is charged with second-degree murder and 4 counts of attempted murder after police say he opened fire inside the store Tuesday morning. About 200 people were in the store at the time of the shooting. Police say Wilson was a troubled employee who had asked for a transfer to another location. He filed out a form, left, and then came back with a gun. If convicted, the 31-year-old could face up to 25 years in prison. Derek Chauvin is in a segregated housing unit after being convicted of George Floyd's death. The former Minnesota police officer was placed in solitary confinement for his own safety, where he will stay until sentencing, which will be in about 8 weeks. A 20-year-old black man is being remembered in Minneapolis today after he was shot and killed by a police officer earlier this month. Several African-American leaders attended the funeral for Daunte Wright. Wright was shot and killed during a traffic stop. The officer involved thought she was using her taser when she actually reached for her gun. She is on leave pending an investigation. A once trending hashtag on Twitter is now a documentary. Black at SMU premiered Wednesday night on Dallas Hall lawn. The film depicts 5 black students' encounters with racism at SMU over the summer. They all shared their stories on the hashtag Black at SMU. Hundreds of people gathered on the hilltop to watch the premiere. The film will also be streamed virtually in May. President Biden hosted a virtual climate summit with world leaders to address the global climate crisis. The event, which coincides with Earth Day, urged country leaders to work together on a shared climate policy. President Biden has already committed to reduce the U.S.'s greenhouse gas emissions by 50 to 52% by the year 2030. Most of us think about living sustainably. One of the first things that comes to mind might be food waste or wasting clothes. But have you ever thought about how the furniture in your own home impacts the environment? SMU-TV's Kennedy Hayes tells us about how we can be more eco-friendly at home this Earth Day.
Most people know about how damaging the fast fashion industry can be for the environment. But have you ever thought about how sustainable the furniture is in your own home?
When we talk about fast fashion, like Zara and H&M, that's like IKEA and Wayfair, they have the same motive.
The motive? To produce affordable but usually non-recyclable, non-reusable furniture fast, that you're more likely to throw away once you're done with it. In fact, 19.6 billion pounds of furniture end up in landfills each year.
It does surprise people when they don't realize, right? And we want to break that cycle.
Every year, Thrift Studio does a live event. This one is dedicated to designers of color. 100% of the furniture sold is donated and goes back to helping their clients in an effort to create comforting homes for Dallas families in need.
We believe in this idea of new life, that everyone can have a second chance and a second purpose, and that goes to furniture, to people.
I think we all have our own stories about how design has helped, lift our spirits or help our mental health in our own homes, and to be able to do that for families who, really need it and deserve it is just an incredible feeling.
For SMU-TV, I'm Kennedy Hayes.
You don't have to shop in person to shop sustainably. You can visit social media outlets such as Facebook Marketplace, D Well with Dignity's Instagram, and thriftstudio.com. And that's your Mustang Minute.
Going through the bins, and it's a lot of fun.
Honestly, I think it's like meeting new people and like making new relationships that like really change your experience and your perspective on life.
Just the friendships and the getting to hang out with other people and getting to go out and socialize.
SMU Best Buddies creates lifelong friendships between an SMU student and a student or community member with intellectual or developmental disabilities. The volunteers and their buddies meet on their own time and attend monthly group events. The monthly group events are fun activities such as bowling. SMU Best Buddies is more than just a club and provides students with the opportunity to make a difference. For more information, go to connect.smu.edu.
Hey Mustangs, I'm Melia Masumoto with your 5-day forecast. Though it'll be gloomy towards the end of the week, the weekend will be full of sunshine. Thursday will be cloudy with highs in the mid-60s and lows in the upper 50s. Get your umbrellas out, Mustangs, because storms will roll in on Friday. The high will near 70 degrees with lows in the mid-50s. The sun will finally come out on Saturday with highs in the mid-70s and lows in the lower 50s. The sunshine will stay on Sunday as temperatures start to rise. The high will be around 83 degrees and a low around 60. We'll continue to feel that Texas heat on Monday with highs in the mid-80s and lows in the upper 60s. Make sure to get outside and enjoy the sunshine this weekend, Mustangs. I'm Melia Masumoto, and that's your 5-day forecast.
We share and joy with one another. That's not something you get in a lot of groups necessarily, but when we're talking about the message of pro-life, what it means to be pro-life, that involves us in embracing the fullness and the joy of life together.
Mustangs for Life is the on-campus pro-life organization established 6 years ago. We are an advocate for life through service, education, activism, and love.
We go out on campus and we table every once in a while. We're at the club fairs. We'd love for you to just come talk to us. Our regular meetings are every week on Wednesday at 6 p.m.
To learn more about SMU Mustangs for Life, email smuprolife@gmail.com.
It's Earth Day, a day dedicated to demonstrating environmental support to the planet we call home. The first ever Earth Day started in 1970 after there were concerns of air pollution caused by leaded gas. Due to COVID-19, many Earth Day events will be streamed online. But whether it's recycling, conserving energy, or shopping at your local resale store, there are plenty of ways to get out there and do your part in making a positive change to the environment. Well, that's all we have for you, Mustangs. Remember, you can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/SMU-television and follow us on Twitter at SMU-TV. If you have any story ideas, shoot us an email, smutv@smu.edu. Thanks for watching this Thursday edition of the Daily Update. Tune in Friday for more news from the Hilltop. Until then, have a great day and pony up.
SMU-TV and the Division of Journalism want to thank our underwriters, North Park Center in Dallas, Javier's Gourmet Mexicano on Cole Avenue, and Advance ER off West Lovers Lane. We appreciate your support of student media.